towards top banana. Flashbang through. Fuzi does dodge it. Another grenade. A lot of pressure now on Fuzi. Synopsy tapping away with the dual Berettas. It's more of a deterrent. It's going to flush Sangal out of banana, force them back in towards A, and look at these rotations. They're already here.
And look at all the utility, though. They're going to go for a full execute now. Smoke goes out towards Moto, but it's not being respected. Rigon's actually is considering respecting it. Okay, the flash is going to set him up through. Fletcher is chucked in towards Little Pip. But Corey and Fuzi have both found 2 entries. 1 kill goes away the CTs, but that is it. Bomb can now make its way through and get planted. Those rotations have made their way over. Synopsy and Scenari now have to work out how they're going to put this one together. 3 Ts they have to find their way past. It's a difficult crossfire.
Scenari does try and take points. Soulfly hasn't revealed his position yet. Fuzi boosted up on the boxes, actually just completely deals with Scenari on his own. Now it's just Synopsy. 1 versus 3. Has an idea that Kyuubi's in the pit, but there's just too many players for Sangal. Very fast change of pace coming up for Sangal, taking control towards top middle very early on. One Flatro responds with a smoking kind. Can now start to spam if he feels like it. There we go, comes on through instead, catches a grenade, and even more shrapnel. Scrunk goes through the smoke, Synopsy will trade.
I admire it, just charging on through once you found a kill. It's rare to have 2 players out towards along so early on, so I can understand the reasoning behind that. Looking like an apps pop on the cards, making their way through. Fuzi going to be supporting with utility. Flashbangs over the top. Scenari, he's about to be tested. Hustling out. He is not blinded, but he can't quite convert the kill. Corey, in fact, drops his teammate and then drops down into the pit. Only good for first. Fuzi, though, is going to catch off Synopsy with an absolute blinder. That's going to allow that bomb to be planted. The rotate's coming up through mid.
So instead, they're both going to come through this short angle. Fuzi, Kyuubi, just waiting for an opportunity. Double nades isn't going to flush him out of the pit. He's just going to hold firm. That Molotov will. Fuzi's going to have to change direction, but not before he gets rid of GXX. Now the 1 versus 1, and Kyuubi's got Regon's head.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. But can't dwell on the past. Grunk looking for something. QB is by his side. Sangal's aggression is absolutely panning out so far in this matchup. Taking the fights, knowing that Bad News Eagles want to take the fights as well. I think that's really favoring them. Because Bad News Eagles, like in that round prior, they had a very forward setup in towards Banana. And if you go down in a setup like that, it's so easy for the response to come through and then to just take the site. And in this case, again, these aggressively posted players are going to be falling. A nice shot from GXX, another one from Scenari. So they are keeping the fight going here. The rotation now coming over from Rigon. That was just a dink. It needed to be the kill, because it puts Rigon now in a 1v3.
Nothing doing either. Here comes the smokes, and immediately you've got the entire roster ready to fight against B.
This flash is it. That's the only piece of utility they have, and it gets them a kill. Synopsy now out in the open, trying to fight, not able to connect a second. Look, for a moment like GXX had the lineup, but it does not connect. Scrunk going for the plant. Bullets firing through the smoke, but not connecting. A couple of flash throws do, but not enough to get a kill, and now a retake. Smoke goes down in towards CT, so it's the only avenue is through ruins. 2 players now coming on through. GXX holding in towards New Box. Flatro tucked in, but Fuzi is in the back lines. Planted open as well, so it's all in his hands. Fuzi tucked in towards pit, looking for the fight, but 2 kills go the way of the CTs. Now Fuzi on the flank has to do everything. Has the bomb planted for him, and they just jump across into his crosshair. Flatro just staring out. Fuzi jiggles in, plays it to perfection. 3 kills to take him down. Dominance here on Inferno, but ooh, that's a nice shot from GXX. And look at the push down Banana. Rigon gets the kill. Corey looking for a wild spray, and now he has the information. GXX has got himself an AK as well. This is now a bit of a weird round. Definitely an opportunity for Bad News Eagles to steal something away here. They just had those upgraded pistols, a Hero M4. Looks like they're trying to make it work. Scrunk is the low. The bomb is planted. No hit either on this retake, but maybe they don't need it with a couple of kills like that. Scrunk the only survivor, and GXX is there to trade. Bad News Eagles get their first on the board.
Boosts completely shut down Bad News Eagles last round, and this time it comes to their aid. What a boost up.
GXX making his way over. Might actually just be setting up some flashbangs, and Nadir got the fallen flash ready to go. There's actually no one in Banana at the moment. Rigon's just going to snake his way forward, and whoa, he's going to get a kill off it. Boozy not prepared at all for the AWP to be there. He goes down, another kill given up. Bad News Eagles feeling fully in control this round. Banana is there. Synopsy walking all the way down. And look at this reposition. Sangal, they want to make their way back. Synopsy has heard everything. They come out of the underpass and he cleans up too. Corey does get the kill back. Now they can just overwhelm him. Moto smoke comes through now. Both these players stuck in towards Apps. GXX, his legs are spotted. Soulfly is holding for it. One of those AWPs removed. He even gets legged in the process, but stays living. Rotation now comes over from Flatro. Boozy holding out towards Long, but really it's on Scenario and Flatro here on the site. They can still unravel everything. Scenario where GXX just fell, and they may not be accounting for it. The hot flashes coming through for Apps. Flatro deploys smoke using their Scenario. With one, looking for the second, and even gets him through the floor. It's a floor bang to get it. Strunk is able to take down Flatro. Scenario, he's struggling, overwhelmed by Sangal. So that bomb can make its way through, but Synopsy and Rigon are here.
Rigon, he's going to deny it's not the bomb, but it is the planter. And now it's just Fuzi left, tucked into the corners, just hiding behind the flames. They're not expecting him to be there. Arriving from Graveyard as Rigon swaps to the sidearm. And he does catch out Fuzi. So Bad News Eagles, despite the hefty deficit, come in to the second half with at least some momentum. 3 rounds.
Sangal don't adjust their setup. Fuzi's still here. He hasn't rotated over yet, and he's holding the line here. Actually doesn't spot Rigon. Skrunk does, but well, both of them fall immediately. Corey, the only one alive, and it's not for long. Rigon with another huge kill. That should be more or less it. Start this mammoth comeback they have to put on.
Yeah, really well played pistol round. That was just clear and direct. They took Banana back in to either mess with the rotates or at the very least anchor in those players towards B. And then they just win all of their gunfights out towards A. No matter whether it's long, short, or on the bomb site itself. They came up with the answers with very limited resistance, only coming in at the tail end where a couple of players fall. Tucking in towards short as well. He has Kyubi for support if he needs it. The first contact's actually going to come in on Banana. Aggressive play for Sangal is going to be punished. Synopsy with the opener. Corey will trade at the very least. It's now re-established, but look at this change-up. On the back of the reaction, Bad News Eagles are going to try and storm in towards A. Caught with nades out. Fuzi finds a multi. Not quite enough for the third. And maybe that's just enough. Can Sangal try and retake this one? No. They got to be feeling very pleased with how they've managed to bring this one back. No response from Sangal just yet. Made more difficult by the flames. Utility is going to enable a peak. His hands are busy. Soulfly will find one. Now GXX left on his own. At least Rigon is here to try and trade out, but Flatro on his lurks has made noise. Has found Fuzi. There's another player on this bomb site. I'm not sure he's aware of him, but he is now. QB put on notice. And the rest of the gang are rotating forward. That's a nice shot on towards Scenari. And now he tucks in and waits for the rotates.
Oh, what a peek out from Rigon. Gets both of them as well. Empties his whole clip into it. That's a take with fury, that double. Fantastic from Rigon. And now Corey just wants to hold on to the AK.
By Flatro, just to try and keep A and B. Soulfly not considered on the boost. He does find one. And Skrunk with another. This B defense needs to keep on holding, and Soulfly's gone through the smoke. Absolutely perfect. Leaves Rigon alone in a 1 versus 5. Does find the first, but with 30 seconds left, and with everyone from Sangal closing in on him, this feels improbable.
Yeah, time is his enemy at the moment. Even Banana has a player in it. He has to pick up that bomb, which is out in the open. Does not have any sort of smoke, nothing through which to use to get his way out here. Just trying to find a fight, trying to find an avenue into this. But that's going to be denied. They're all sitting back. Soulfly waiting for him to walk into Ruin Squad. So we'll see what they can do because they have everything now on their shoulders. A run boost initially. Fuzi blinded, doesn't see anything. And Rigon, he gets hungry. Red in his eyes as he charges on through, looking for anything. Maybe just damage. They're just going to commit to it. It's a rush onto the B bomb site that flashes over the top. Synopsy enabled for the first kill. Rigon able to get one on the Soulfly as he swings out. But Corey in the back has found 2 quick kills with the AWP. Can't get the third though. GXX is there with his, and it leaves now Kyubi in a 1v3 to keep or to take this for Sangal. Otherwise, overtime is looming. He's now making his way through CT, trying to fight through this one. Flatro, even with the nade to throw in his face, and Kyubi's going to throw one of his own. Almost brings down Flatro, but now they know exactly where he is. It should only be a matter of time before he's cleaned up. This stack being in play at this point in the game is so difficult to be ready for, but doesn't matter. Corey's ready, swings out for a huge double kill, and now GXX is under pressure. Everyone coming his way, gets the first kill, the no-scope for the second, but 3 simply too much to ask for. Too many players swarm the site, but immediately Synopsy and Rigon are close by, waiting for the retake. Rigon drops a smoke, dribbles on forward, looking for the fight. The flashbang, it's perfect. Boozy was revealed, but Kyubi gets that trade immediately. Synopsy now going on over the top, finds Scrunk, looking for the second, spots out Kyubi, he needs to find the head. Sangal, they haven't committed quite yet, but Soulfly is slowly making his way up in Rigon. We've seen him dry peek this before, but this time Fruzy's on the other side, and Fruzy's a little bit quicker.
These 2 players on A, they need to hold strong.
XX, seen him able to do a lot close combat here. That's that first kill. The smoke giving them protection. Scenari gets one as well. The Corey, he's looking for more, gets one, but Scenari's still alive. Even swapping to the AWP, eventually run down by the Tech 9. Fruzy now going for the flank. Kyubi in towards Graveyard. A powerful position with where they're coming from. Fruzy spotted out, but Kyubi swings out for both. See a bit of a brawl, and it's going to take place in mid first. Fruzy comes out ahead of that one. Synopsy removed. Now the rest of the attack comes through towards A. GXX and Flatcho charging on through to take control of CT, and Rigon finds a big kill on towards Fruzy, evening things back out. Flatcho jumping around like a roo, but not spotting anything at the moment. And he is actually going to get swung on by Soulfly. Scrunk now looking for the trade, but GXX with a huge double. Scenari gets one as well, leaves it all now onto QB in a 1v3. 2 of these players incredibly low, but he has to find them. And look at the angle Rigon's on. A lovely tap to close it out.
It's a strong start, as expected, on the T side.
Oh, that's a strong kill from Kyubi. What a shot with the Desert Eagle.
But again, the question, it's that limited weaponry.
Yeah, Scenario just burns out Kyubi as well. Rigon's walked onto the site, not spotted anyone. Reese has been tucked in towards Skybox the whole time. Gets a big kill with the Deagle, but it's still even now. 3v3 Scenario clearing out. And look at GXX in the back lines. He's about to end everything. Easy first kill. Rigon gets the follow-up. And Corey can do nothing but watch on in despair.
Tried to leave nothing to chance. It's still a nice little find. 2 casualties is not the end of the world for Bad News Eagles.
On through, trying to find this player in connector, but Kyubi, oh, he's gonna find one. Rigon does get rewarded with that kill. Now Scrunk pushing on through, looking to try and get something back into their favor. GXX goes on over, but misses the shot and the second opportunity as well. Synopsy now all onto him, and he's been spotted out. Looking for these fights. That's one. Can't quite convert the second. Soulfly behind the smoke, looking for a fight, and might just be given to him. Scenari is right on there, walking around it as well, and he catches him off in the back line. Scenari walking on in, using the smoke to his advantage. Now, look at all of the ground. Look at Freezy. Look where he is. He's about to walk around with the AWP. Finds one quick, swaps to the duel. He's just trying to run away, escaping in the smoke, and there's more. A leg comes through. Kyubi gets the kill. Freezy eventually falls. Kyubi's just sitting here, waiting. Look at this a setup from Sangal as well. They've been playing so passive on A. This time around, they've taken full control of Rab. They're even pushing the issue further. Scenari spotted out, brought down low from Scrunk. Now that's A completely under their control. Soulfly boosts on over, gets one on Rigon as well.
That's really nice. But again, this consideration, Sangal need to be aware that there is a gap in towards their spawn. And Flatro is forward out towards connector. Skrunk's gone, and so too is Fuzi. The only player left would be Kyubi, but Flatro finds him as well. Unbelievable. breaking all of the defense, and all Sangao have to do now is try and hold on to the remainder of their players and their guns. But that rifle work, and again, that gap in connector is being the issue for Sangao.
Give them an inch and they take a mile, and they take every head with them. No one surviving. Taking their time.
They're going to be so confused.
Finding it completely empty. Not spotting anyone anywhere else either. Opsy continues to peer on down short. Now he's about to spot everyone as they walk around the corner looking for him. Contact comes through, and in fact, Corey gets dinked on down, but stays alive, and the bomb gets planted. It's a 5v5 retake. A flash being set up for this peak.
Oh, they're waiting as well. They're trying to see if they get any audio cues. GXX being silent. Now that flash will rain on over. UB protects the first contact, but no, GXX finds both. And suddenly, this gets a whole lot more difficult for Sangao.
Got to fight their way through here. 2 players on the site, and Corey's removed, so it's just these players tucked in towards Firebox. Flatro going on over. Fuzi hits 2. The bomb, it's being defused, and the Chaos Knights are coming out, stabbing away. But Rigon's bullets rain true.
They're going quick, though. Sangao bursting through. Have to contend with jungle, although there's so many smokes. That's a great grenade. Scenari steps up. Can't quite do the damage, but look at the spam through the smokes. Even dropping the bomb. GXX doesn't get overwhelmed because he's got support, and now...
Bad News Eagles, Brandon, you talked about their CT side being stronger, and well, it's looking great so far. Sangal struggling to break the defense. Bad News Eagles always flocking together and ready for these fights. This round could be the difference. Soulfly coming on through mid. He's gonna catch off Flatru, completely unaware. Gets that opener. Scenari, one back in response. Soulfly continuing to accelerate on through. Looking for Scenari, but Scenari finds him first. All the kills now going the way of the CTs. They swing on out. Suzy looking to reposition. He lines them up. A double kill.
Some multi-kills. 50 seconds left. Pressure is still on Sangao to work their way forward to a bomb site. It looks to be mid to B. And that's the correct decision, because the only player here is Juan Flatro, and he's only got a deagle.
Okay, shoving up and down once again. Got that Rue-like behavior ingrained in his body. And now they're going to be swinging on through. Synopsy, a massive kill. Keeping it even now. But QB immediately responds. Synopsy forced out into the open. Another kill on that defense. Flames go down. The bomb can be planted, but they have the man advantage, and they just push on through. Fuzi misses a critical shot, repositions to hold off, and Synopsy, he's dealt with. A huge kill to find. Corey waiting to swing up, but QB is killing everybody. Ooh. Corey eventually swings, but it's a little bit scary, and now he's spotted GXX. Scenario, a huge kill as well. 2 versus 2 now. No kit on either of these players. Important to note, Fuzi holding the Scenario swing, and GXX, that might be it. No way through now. No kit, no time. Has to back out with his life. Flash into mid. Once again, actually, this one looks like an apps pop, and it could be well timed. Scenari is under dark. He's just going to swing on out. Catches him off. Fuzi, a huge kill as well. Amazing entries from Sangal. Flatro desperate, looking for something in response. Sitting in this smoke. Him and Synopsy both ready just to take a fight, ready for them to walk on through. Look at them grouped up here. Corey finds that first one. Now, Rigon cannot even get anything in response. Flatro all alone in the connector. Soulfly's going to walk into his crosshair at the very least. But even saving is going to be difficult for him, because look in the back line. Scrunk has been on a walk the whole time around. Flatro going to be trying to escape, and he's going to walk straight into him.
But given the positions of Sangao, it will be this B bomb site. So Baddies Eagles are in a prime position to be here before they execute.
You're going to have 4 players here. GXX already on the site, and he's the one that needs to find these players. Needs to be proactive, because they're just going to charge on through, remove teammates. He's still alive in the back of the site, but everyone is falling around him. Gets one, eventually a close flick, but it's just the one. Corey immediately trades it out. And now, looking to push on through is Flatro. 1 versus 2, picks up the AWP desperately.
And quick in towards B. It could just be a pop.
Ready to go. Soulfly, he's the one leading the charge, but look how many reinforcements are here once again. Rigon gets 1, Soulfly gets that entry, but Rigon has double up. It's huge. Scrunk with 1 as well. The kills just keep going back and forth. GXX, he's revealed, and now they're trying to lock him in. That rotation coming over from Scenari, but GXX at the moment isolated on the island. Molotov comes through to force him out. Fuzi wants the Tech 9 to take the fight, but it's Scrunk that comes out ahead. Now Saneri, 1v1. Fuzi goes down and Saneri falls back. Slow things down. Fuzi repositioning, spotted out. Oh, the leg comes through. He stays alive. Fuzi, I'm sure if he knows that he's done the damage, but the Tech 9 finishes the job.
Soulfly, Corey. This time Sangal prioritized middle. Flames forcing them back temporarily. A slight one-way deployed by Synopsy, countered by a bottle of flame from Sangal. And Fuzi is holding for one flat throw, but he peeks the wrong way. And now he keeps swinging forward. This is brave, and it's going to be punished.
Oh, a second kill as well. Scrunk getting Synopsy is huge. Flatcho, his name was already on the gravestone. After that initial peek through out in the open, there was so many players that spotted him and had him locked in, but Synopsy going down, that one hurts. Or it all falls if he goes down here, but he's caught the timing. Walking on up, nobody is ready for him. All the backs are turned. Gonna spot out Scrum, swinging around, they all line up. Rigon takes down 3. A 4th not able to be connected. Corey's there. But now, Saneri and GXX have all the information, and Corey has to pull off an incredible clutch.
They're both coming in from short as well. He's got no idea. Bottom not quite presented. But now he can't peek from any of these angles. Smoke starts to fade. He sees one, and he cannot spot Saneri. Saneri's crossed over. Corey has no idea to keep Bad News Eagles in the game. Saneri locks it in. We go for one more round.
And what a round that was from Rigon. That was a situation they were in a 3v4.
Ruddy B about to come out. Boozy gets launched into orbit. Can't see a thing. Very passive stance being adopted by Bad News Eagles. Looks like I'll take their time. Synopsy and Ladder trying to counter that mid to B. GXX, he's here in close proxy. Synopsy's position could be everything here.
Yeah, GXX, he's going to get smoked off and start to rotate, but yeah, you're absolutely right. He's completely circumnavigated. They run straight on through, remove Rigon, but now Synopsy can activate, gets one. Synopsy with one as well. GXX, sorry, doubles up, and he's still on the side, still fighting. QB and Corey now, 2 versus 4. 2 of these players so low, but GXX removes one. QB now all onto him, and there is GXX.
There's no utility on A for Bad News Eagles. If Sangal go into this, it's going to have to be a head-on collision for Bad News Eagles. They've got to be so careful. Rigon now taking point towards mid, looking to try and help his team in case this commitment comes in. Sangal peering, leading the line with Fuzi, but GXX is on the other end to receive. Well, it would actually completely eliminate him. Saneri hasn't moved his entire time in blindside scrum.
Corey in mid does catch off Rigon on that rotation, but again, it feels too little too late. He's found an avenue through at the very least, but GXX removes his teammate and removes him. What are they going to offer us in the second T round of OT? It's a bit of a spread early on. Flatcher, he's taking aggression in mid. Under the smoke, walking on through, and he's not spotting anybody. Going for this contact, and we might spot out here. There's the head, and there's the kill.
Soulfly and trades. Oh, dinks Flatro on the full. Well, I'm looking at Fuzi and towards B apps. He's ahead of that smoke. No, he's not. Oh, it just covers his line of sight. And Regal's just in sandwich. Again, it's one of these fun camera pans where Bad News Eagles have taken so much space for free, and Sangal have got no idea. They're pushing top middle. That's fantastic, but Regon's about to be in CT.
Gets flashed on through, and it's perfect. The shot is even better. Fuzi misses the adjustment. Rigon does eventually fall. But now it's a 2v4. Saneri wants to get this bomb down, starts to plant it on in, a smoke deployed through, and he is removed. The plant actually gets denied. That is huge. Now, GXX holding in for Corey. Soulfly is the one in the clutch. 1 versus 3. Peers on over, spots GXX, but now his position is known. He has to pull off what feels like the impossible, and it is. absolute battle on Ancient.
Point from being well. Oh, it's by Regon. Oh my goodness me. Eviscerates Soulfly, and suddenly Corey's under pressure, deals with that mid lurk. Bomb has just gone down, and Sangal, they're already rotated very quickly over.
Look at these aggressive setups from Bad News Eagles. So 2 players sitting next to each other. The flash over the top, dodged by 1. And there's GXX and Synopsy with 1 apiece. The hit, it is completely faulted. MP9 getting up close, trying to take the fight early, and it comes out ahead with a kill. Flatro removed immediately, and AK, or Galil even, upgraded to MP9 thrown back. So they'll be happy with that initial engagement all the way through Red House. It is being held for. Smoke comes through, it's going to block off Soulfly's vision, but not until he gets a kill. A nice deagle shot rains through. Scenari cleaning a pathway through CT, but there's still 2 players on site, and Corey is close here with the Galil, takes down Synopsy and drops the bomb.
Yeah, GXX has got a very tough task on his hands because as he's trying to go through the smoke fade, he can't even deal with that MP9. Starts the round, now looks to close it. Scenario, a mammoth task on his hands, cannot connect, and there's no aim punch. So it should be, for all intents and purposes, a very comfortable Sangal third.
Should indeed be. Bit of damage being done with utility. QB falling back to it. Nice passive angle. Bad News Eagles, they are going to make their way out onto AQB Fort as he moves on up, and actually he's taken down by the Glock. So at the very least, they should get the bomb planted, although, okay, this has gotten a bit weird. Corey is spotted flat. He's going to commit to that kill despite him jumping up in the air.
Wait, how did he get there?
So what? That's wild. So GXX drops the bomb and continued to push on through, catches off Fuzi, gets himself an upgraded rifle, and removes another player. Scrunk rotating, who doesn't spot him. And look at the positioning from Scenari. They have somehow, with just Glocks, been able to... Oh my god, the timing again! GXX, he might just catch off Soulfly here. And that would be everything, but no, Soulfly spots him first. If GXX gets that kill, the round is Bad News Eagles. But now it becomes a little bit more tricky.
30 seconds. No armor, but Soulfly is low. Hasn't conceded control of the bomb. So Scenari can swing in. Spots out 1, grabs it, and tries to isolate these angles. 15 seconds. There's no time for him to plant the bomb now. And I don't really have words to describe that round at all, to be honest. That was one of the rounds of all time.
Yeah, that was certainly a round of Counter-Strike. 3 players here. 4 from the T's. Smoke's come through. Fuzi's vision going to be blocked off. Has a HE ready for when that bomb comes through. Scenari does take a bit of damage on 1. That's the follow-up utility. Soulfly, he's tucked on in here. He's spotted on the swing. Isn't able to connect the shots. Scenari punching in the bullets. JXX, he's going to plant. Synopsy gets 1 as well. So they end up evening things back out. Fuzi not able to respond yet. He's slowly creeping around. He's being held for. Doesn't matter. Still hits the shot. And now, with the flank coming from Corey, it's looking a lot better for Sangal.
Yeah, he's clearing out ramp as well, so they know that these players have to be towards site and cave. Creeping forward, Scenari's going to get caught straight in the back lines, not ready for Corey. It's all onto Juan Flatro. Just been smoked out of the fight. Corey even wins it out anyway. What a retake from Sangal.
Deadly. He throws a HE down. It actually surprisingly doesn't do as much damage as I thought. He can now come through the back lines and just chew them up if his teammates don't do all the work for him. Gonna run into the site now. GXX does get 1. So that's something. He picks up an M4 for his troubles. That bomb can get planted. That's a 44 retake, but it's not a good weaponry for Bad News Eagles.
No, but that's a critical kill. Corey falls in the back lines, and look at this push from Flatro. He's tucked in towards this smoke. Fuzi will find 1. It all hinges on this gunfight, really, but actually, he's going to reset close in towards short, and he finds Strunk, turns back around with the Kyubi. It's just Fuzi left. He's got the wrong weapon for the job, and guess what? He can't even save Synopsy.
Now, in this round, at least there's a full buy coming through. Smoke Corey with the fight spots off Rigon 2, spamming through the M4 with so many bullets. And QB finds GXX as well. Synopsy Your death awaits you if you walk into that smoke and you think better of it.
Scenario's looking for a rifle. Fun fact, he actually misbought, I think. There was a P90 that he dropped in spawn.
P90s are never a miss by Brandon.
Well, he dropped it and just went with a P250, so I think it was.
To pull off an alpha play here. Smoke through to enable the cross. Flash over the top. Synopsy makes his way through into the B bomb site. He's able to actually get this bomb down. Good nade, does a bit of damage, but there's maybe a chance here. Soulfly wants to try and deny it. Synopsy's crossed on over and they need to take the fight. They're looking for them, but everybody falls. Soulfly gets both, and the heroics are denied. Eagles to break the economy here, though. Synopsy looking to go for the fight early. He's brought down low, and then Corey is able to remove him. Flatro, though, gets the response back onto Soulfly. A big kill to be taken down. Uzi holding with the AWP, though, and Flatro is just not ready for it. Good spam on through onto Scenari as well. Means that he is now wounded. Rigon walking through mid, just trying to find something in response, and well, is able to get a bit of ground, pushed on through towards Donut as that bomb comes on over, and they're going to be making their way towards A.
They have to be aware that Rigon could be here. But no, he catches off Kyubi. And now Corey's stuck between a rock and a hard place, but they don't account for him behind the box. 2 quick kills, drops the bomb. It's all onto Rigon, and he does find that trade, but Fuzi on the cross. And it is really well worked. Look at these nades. Corey gets completely spammed out.
Fletcher, he's already on the B bomb site, just walking on in, waltzing in, taking it for his own. Tucks in towards the pocket, and now he can just post on up. Skrunk's gonna walk out and not spot him. Though Fuzi spots him for half a second. Fletcher, that's all he gets to see as it's lights out. Soulfly now catching opportunity as well. Rigon falls. That opener now long in the rearview mirror as Sangal respond with 2 big kills.
They have rotated away from B, and look at where the bomb is. Even though the kills are coming on this side of the map, Bad News Eagles just want to keep pressing the issue, expecting Sangal to try and rotate over to put all their players in the right position. But it's not. And now they need to scramble. Fuzi on the AK can at least come in just before this bomb is planted.
Look at Synopsy there. He's walking his way up. Fuzi caught off guard. The adjustment is there. Soulfly's been tucked in the whole time. The timing was almost there to swing out and get both. But GXX is quick. And Synopsy is as well. Skrunk caught out. Kyubi, nothing he can do. Looked like there was an opportunities there a couple of times for Sangal to make that happen. Has Fuzi in towards Donut as well. 3 players about to walk in. It is Crosshair. Gets the first. Can't quite get the second. But Kyubi has gotten both. And he's dropped the bomb. Rotations now come over. Corey gets one before he's traded out. But Flatshow, another clutch he has to come up with. 1 versus 3 this time. Tucked on site. Bomb has to be retrieved.
He's actually playing this really well. Knows that the one-way smoke's down, so can lock Kyubi in. Soulfly, okay. Gonna say Juan Flatro could have caught him off, but no. Deals with the low HP of QB. Next task is to pick up the bomb, all whilst escaping these different positions. Has to consider the flank. That's got to be in the corner of his mind, but Skrunk's coming in from Donut, and he's not ready for it.
The hit is coming through from Sangal. Synopsy a lot on his shoulders. Spots out one. Falls back towards Temple and even gets a kill on the fadeaway. Spots Fuzi with the bomb. So he wants to stand and try and fight. Deny that bomb crossing. GXX is the one to do it. Big kills coming through. Synopsy swinging out for more. Corey gets 1 back in response. Make it 2. And Skrunk, well, he's all alone. Rickard almost finishes him off. Now looking to do the job. Skrunk, nothing in his health pool. 2 players pincering him in. And he just can't find a way out. Nowhere is safe. Flatcher eventually drops him. Towards A, it's just a fast hit. All the smoke's coming through. Rigon, he tries to deploy one of his own to get tricky with it, but Soulfly punishes him. Corey gets GXX as well. Kiwi just about plants the bomb. Now in a 3v5. Bad News Eagles have to make a decision. Do they want to give this a look in?
They might do, because... well, I was going to say, Synopsis didn't have a gun, but he's picked up the M4 now. spamming away. Scenario upgrades as well. This should definitely be a save, but Soulfly looking to prevent it. Scenario is considering, and low HP completely capitalized upon. Sangal, it's just route one, straight out the gate. They know they want to hit A. They do it with pace. They completely blindside Bad News Eagles because their intention was to take mid.
That's a great play.
Oh, hello. Cheeky boost. That's the bomb. Nice little find. Resetting over towards A. Oh, and Scenari's found Fuzi. This is getting a little bit complicated now for Sangal.
Yeah, uncomfortable as well. Look at this push through. Oh my lord. Rigon and Snopsy are going to be in the back lines. A is completely open, but it's such a peculiar gap to have found. Sangal is still tucked in towards Jaguar and Lane. Ubi is going to find out Rigon, but they might not be suspecting another player here. Not quite able to adjust. A dink comes through, but it's not a kill. Snopsy can just run on away. Meanwhile, the rest of the Bad News Eagles have not budged a muscle. Good Molotov from Corey. That's actually going to force Flatcho out. Doesn't matter too much. They are going to find the one gap, which is in towards Donut now. Snopsy is still here. If they can clear him and take him down before he does any damage, well, that's not going to happen. He does the damage. Oh, make it two. Snopsy, what a round.
It's his responsibility to lock them all in, and he's pushing the issue. He's going to catch off Kyubi. Fuzi misses the shot, and that allows him a route to escape.
Yeah, gets away. The smoke dropping at his feet as he manages to depart. And meanwhile, Bad News Eagles taking control over towards B lane. Soulfly walks on through and is immediately removed. GXX here with the AWP misses an opportunity, has to fall back. They don't capitalize on it, he just repositions. Scrunk looking on over. A boost might come through here. A good nade though. And look at GXX, he just pushed on through. Ooh, misses the flick, goes for it, doesn't connect. Second opportunity. And they're just doing damage at the moment. Even sticking out with the USP, but it's Rigon that gets the kill. Make it a triple, in fact, in the round. He's wide out in the open at the moment, but it doesn't matter. Removes Fuzi, swings out for a second, but QB is holding for it. So at least goes 1-1. A smoke now over towards CT. That's going to block off GSX's vision. He starts to reposition, making his way to the side boxes. Meanwhile, Sangal taking space back towards mid. Synopsy up on high, gets one. The trades are immediate, but Soulfly finds a huge kill onto Flatro. And that is an opening over towards B.
Yeah, he was lurking there for such a long time. Juan Flatro was even holding the doorway, but it doesn't matter. Soulfly decapitates him. And now Sangal, they're going to run up. GXX, he's going to be smoked off. Can't see a thing. Might have to go for one of these timing shots. But no, that's no way. That bomb will be put down just about. Spam with the USP, not enough. But Saneri, he's here with the AK.
If they give this one a look in, they've got kits, no utility, but they have plenty of money, so why not make it an attempt? Kyubi, though, he's going to deny one of the players, meaning GXX now in a very difficult situation. Peering around with his AWP. If he finds a kill here, that'd be great, but Kyubi are not going to allow it. Much so that they feel confident leaving him alone so many of these rounds. This one, no exception.
This is completely new from Bad News Eagles, though. Double cave. Haven't seen this at all yet on this second half. Juan Flatro just can be baited into the position. They get smoked off. So now B is actually completely open. Not that Sangal know this, but they're going to line up the smokes. And that's going to force a decision out from Scenario and Juan Flatro. Are they going to push the issue over towards Shelf, or are they just going to reset? Looks to be the latter, as both of them come in. Juan Flatro fully blind, holds the spray, actually finds two, and that's inherently baited Scenario back in, who now stands to fight.
Big kill from Fuzi. GXX, he's sitting on the other side of this smoke. Look for a second like he wanted to push on through while the rest of his team will. And Fuzi holding for it. Flash forward, but they actually aren't committing off it. They're waiting to see if Bad News Eagles respond anywhere. Scrunk holding for it. Fuzi waiting to see if a push comes through with that AWP. He's actually boosted up on over to get a bit of a better angle. GXX is holding the off angle, but he's peered on in on. Fuzi gets the kill. Now Rigon, he tries to activate, but Kyubi gets the kill. Snopsy sticking up with the MP9, only good for one. That could have been it, but he doesn't have the gun to make it work. A HE over the top does a lot. 2 M4s, all keeping them in there. Splatro running on through, dig down, Scrunk finishes him off, and while Sangal